life can throw crazy curveballs your way and you never know what tomorrow will bring, but one thing you can do is know that you can always try to be prepared. Pretty and Prepared is a podcast hosted by me, Pamela Valdez, all about being the best version of yourself while preparing for the life you want and deserve. With this podcast, we are targeting millennials, content creators, students, and creative individuals looking to gain insight on all things social media, building your career from the ground up, landing internships, secrets to working with brands, and so much more. So tune in every Monday at 8 a.m. for a brand new episode. Hello guys, welcome back to Pretty and Prepared, a podcast hosted by me, Pamela, all about being the best version of yourself while preparing for the life you want and deserve. And today, we're going to be talking all about healthy habits and building a routine. I feel like today is such a good day to be filming this episode because I woke up at 5:40 a.m. for my 6:45 workout class. If you guys don't know, follow me on Instagram and TikTok because I always post about this, but my sister and I go to Cycle Bar. It is an indoor cycling workout class for 45 minutes or an hour, and it truly changed the way that I work out. Like, I love working out again simply because of Cycle Bar, and my sister and I have been going since August 2022, and our very first class ever was a 6:45 a.m. class, and it absolutely kicked our butts, but we loved it so much that we were like, we want to keep coming back and doing this. And this summer will be the 1 year anniversary since we have both been going. But last night, which was Sunday, we randomly decided, you know what, let's just book a class and let's just do it. Let's go back. We haven't been to a very early class like that literally since last year, and we did it. Woke up at 5:40. We're in the car by 6:15, and I took my sister to school right after that. She showered and she changed at Cycle, and I've been having such a productive morning. I washed all of my bed sheets as well, and right now I'm currently washing my towels. And I just felt like this was such a perfect day to talk about the importance of a routine and having healthy habits in your everyday life, because this morning I just got so much stuff done, and right now it's currently 1:30 p.m. and I've accomplished so much already on my to-do list that I wrote down last night. So let's talk about it. So what is the importance of having a routine? Why should we have healthy habits in the first place? I personally love having a routine, and without my everyday routine, like, I truly would not be myself. And I feel like there's a lot of people out there where sometimes we may lack having a routine, or we can look at other people on social media and compare our morning routine or the way that we live our lives to theirs and wonder, why isn't ours as aesthetic as these people, or why aren't we being as productive with our time? When in reality, number one, we need to cut that out, the comparing. And I'm going to be doing a whole episode on this, like, all about comparison and social media, and that what we see online is not really what it seems all the time. And so when you have a routine and when you have these healthy habits and you have something that you stick by every day, your behavior is going to become automatic. And I am personally speaking from experience. I remember before 2020, like specifically the era when COVID happened, I would wake up every single day, I think at like 7 a.m. My mom would wake up my sister, my brother, and I up to go to school. And by like 8:15, we were out the house. And every single morning, as soon as I got out of bed, I would make my bed, brush my teeth, do my skincare, change into my middle school or my high school uniform, and then I would eat breakfast. I would have my backpack set. My outfit would already be out from the night before, which was, like I said, just my uniform. And then I would literally already be out the house. And this is something that I used to do for the longest time, like for years, from literally since I was in pre-K all the way up until maybe, I think it was my senior year of high school. Yeah, I was just stuck to this routine. And then when COVID happened and we were now at home and we were going to be doing school from online, I quickly changed all of these habits that I used to have from literally like over 16, 17 years of my life into now doing work from my bed. And I was waking up, a little bit later. I was going to sleep later. And it was a really weird time because my body was out of funk and out of this like routine of waking up every day and being so on time to now just sleeping in and doing whatever. And immediately my body knew that this was really weird because, like I said, for over 16, 17 years, I was so used to this habit of constantly waking up and then changing and then going to school, and then now to just not really doing anything like that and literally just being home all day. So when you start implementing healthy habits and healthy routines into your everyday life, not only is your mind going to be like, okay, this is what I have to do. I have to wake up tomorrow and then automatically change into my outfit, do my skincare, fix my bed. You're not only going to be programmed like that in your mind, but also your body is going to be like, okay, I'm going to wake up and I'm going to get all this stuff done. When you have a routine, you are also going to be way more productive than how you normally are. And again, speaking from experience, I feel like when I already know what I have to do the following day and I kind of have like a list of things written down in my planner, I am just ready to take on the day. I feel so good and I'm like, okay, today's the day. I'm going to get XYZ done and I'm just going to go about it. Having a planner and having some sort of, whether it's like an app, a calendar, or just something to hold you accountable for what you have to do during the day is so important. And I'm going to talk about that a little bit later as well in the episode. But you just automatically become so much more productive when you have these routines, and you also just feel very on track for your everyday life. I know that when I know, okay, I have a meeting at 12, and then I have to submit content at 1, and then I'm going to eat my lunch at this time, and then, XYZ, like when I already know what is happening for the day, I feel so much less stressed. And that actually takes me into our next topic, which is why should we have a routine? And not only are you going to be so much more relaxed and have less anxiety, but you're also going to be so much less stressed. If I wake up one day and I don't have a routine or I don't have anything written down for what I'm going to accomplish for that day, I don't feel good. Like, I physically don't feel good, and I'm just like, well, now my day is going to be wasted. Like I said earlier, I'm just a girl. I need to have a routine. I need to have some sort of structure within my life. And so you are just going to be so much more relaxed when you know that you're following like a certain structure for the day, and your body, as we mentioned previously, it's just going to get so much more used to this routine over time of, okay, I'm going to wake up, I'm going to go to a workout class, I already have my outfit out, I'm going to do my skincare, etc. And the way that you can find a routine that works for you, something that personally has helped me, is writing down what I want to focus on and my distractions. So for example, I have a Notion template. It's called My North Star, and it is exactly what it sounds like. It is my North Star. It is everything that I follow and that I love, and it is everything that I could ever need to basically get my life together. I love Notion. I truly run my entire life by Notion and Google Calendar, and I would not be who I am without them. So when I am in my North Star template, which is just a template that I found online from I think it was a YouTuber or a TikToker, and I made a video on this on my TikTok where I was like, I'm gonna get my life together, guys. I have a Notion template, and I seriously meant it when I said that, like, this template has helped me get my life together. And in here I have a specific section called My Life Routine, and obviously I don't always abide by this, and it's not something that it's like it has to be by the books all the time, because life gets very busy, and obviously the routine that we have planned out for the week sometimes doesn't work out, which is totally fine. Again, don't compare yourself to people on social media. Don't compare yourself to how other people live their lives, and their routines, because you have your own life, you have your own routine. No one else knows it except you, because you are the one living that routine and waking up every single day to do it. So in this template, I want you guys to write down these specific things to help you figure out what your routine can be every day and how you can essentially make your own healthy habits. Number 1 is write down your morning non-negotiables. So this can be, I'm going to wake up at this time and I'm going to do my skincare, or I know no matter what, every day when I wake up, I need to brush my teeth, I need to do my skincare, change into my outfit, pack my bag, and then eat. Like, that can be a super simple morning non-negotiable routine. That is something that I have written down on mine, and I'm reading right now from my phone as I'm talking, because I want to give you guys some inspo too in case you don't know what to write. Number 2 is have your nighttime non-negotiables. This is so important to me. Like, I'm not even kidding, guys. I need my nighttime routine or else I physically cannot function. And so I can just take you guys through mine. So by 7:30 p.m., I need to have all of my clothes from the day into the hamper. I need to have all of my devices plugged in and starting to charge for the next day. I commute to school, so I need to make sure that my laptop is fully charged. My Apple Watch needs to be charged. My AirPods need to be all good. My portable charger has to be set. Like, I need all of my devices charged. And I also need to have my outfit picked out for the next day and just a clean, a clean space in my room. If it is not clean, if I've clothes everywhere, I just continue to pile on top of those clothes week after week. And obviously I eventually wash those clothes like at the end of the week, but if I don't start tackling that clothing pile in the corner of my room, like from literally day one, I'm just gonna let it pile up and pile up. So after 7:30, it is now around like 8 p.m. and this is when I do not go on social media anymore. I just go right into my shower, my skincare, and my body care routine. And I specifically give myself 30 minutes for this because I have a very long skincare body care routine. Like, I like to be in the shower for maybe like 10-15 minutes, not too long because then my mom starts complaining, but I like to be in the shower for as long as I can, just really soak in like all the hot water, use all of my scrubs. I wash my face in there, like I brush my teeth in there. Like, I literally just do everything in the shower so that when I get out I have as little as possible left to do, and I just use all of the water that I need in there. So then once I get out the shower, it is go time for my skincare. I have a mix of different lotions and oils that I put together, and I make sure that I have my little like Star Wars pajama set, or I just have my pajama set for that night set out already like in the bathroom. I have my slippers and I just have everything like ready to go. And once it is now like around maybe 8:30ish, I check and make sure all my assignments for school are done. Like, we use Blackboard at my school, so I go on Blackboard and I make sure that all the assignments are done by 8:40. I want to journal for 10 minutes. By 8:50, I want to use my prayer journal for 10 more minutes. And now those 30 minutes are gone by. It's 9 p.m. and by 10 o'clock, I want to be out like a light. I will take a melatonin, I will read for 30 minutes, and then just be on my phone for 30 minutes. And this can be either FaceTiming my boyfriend or just chilling on Pinterest or whatever. So literally this is my entire routine from 7:30 all the way up until 10 o'clock, and it goes by so quickly, which is so insane. And that's why I say have routines where you know, like after this certain time you need to accomplish this specific task, because every single night now your body's going to know, okay, around 7:30 I'm getting a little bit tired, I have to start, showering, taking out my clothes, cleaning my room. So those were all of my nighttime non-negotiables. Third thing, write down your school schedule or your work schedule. I am still in school. I'm a junior, so I write down in my life routine template. In here, I have my school schedule so that I just know like what days I have school, the time, all that stuff. Number 4 is write down your daily priorities. So this can be a list of things that you really want to accomplish every single day, like no matter what. So for me, I have that I want to read for 30 minutes. I want to do homework checks at the end of the day. I need to make sure that all of my posts for my internship are up and going, because I currently am doing a social media internship for a skincare brand, and every single day I'm supposed to be posting one TikTok and one YouTube short, and some days it really does get by me and it goes over my head. So I want to make sure that every single day my TikTok as well as the YouTube shorts is posted. Then on my personal TikTok, I need to get at least 3 videos up a day. And I have so many drafts, you guys would not even believe it, that I could even post more than 3 videos a day, which sometimes I do. But more than, like, as of recently, I've just really been letting TikTok get over my head. Like, sometimes I always post every single day, no matter what, at least 1 video. But I used to be like in my active era such a long time ago. And now I'm just like, I need to get back to posting at least 3 times a day. And then I also want to make sure that I have 1 journal entry about my day. I really want to make sure that I'm writing in my prayer journal. And again, no social media after 8 p.m. I've just noticed that I get so much more anxiety at night when I'm on social media, because I'm just in that very fragile mindset of I'm comparing myself to other people. I'm looking at other people's aesthetic routines and I'm like, why is my life not like theirs? And then I go through this entire like rebrand of my life and I'm like, why am I doing this? Why am I feeling so insecure right now? And this only happens at night. And like I said, this is when I get the most anxiety. So when you just cut out those negative moments like right before they happen and you just, like I said, I'm not on my phone after a certain time, I truly just feel so much better. Number 5 is write down things that you want to do every single day. I specifically have written down that I want to work out 3 times a week. I want to go to the park or walk and get at least my 10K steps in every single day. And I also want to start running more, whether it's like just running and listening to music or going outside and like listening to a podcast. These are things again that I have on the what I want to do part of my template, because these are things that I'm not going to really beat myself up about it if I can't actually accomplish it. So if I ever have extra time one day or I wake up early and I'm feeling like, I want to go on a walk after my workout, I will definitely do that. But I do not hold myself so accountable to these things that I literally like will beat myself up if I can't get it done. And another thing, I think this is now number 6, write down distractions, write down things that distract you no matter what. And again, this is just for you to know that you are aware that these are distractions in your life. So for me, I have written down that my phone, specifically social media, is a huge distraction of mine. Like I will tell myself, okay, I'm going to shower at 8 o'clock and then it's already 8:30 and I'm still in my computer chair in my room, just on TikTok doing nothing, and time goes by so quickly. So be aware of what your distractions are. My other distraction is that I like to do a million things at once and then I never get the actual topic of what I need to do done. And this always happens to me specifically on Sundays, because Sundays are my cleaning and my laundry days. So I will just do all of mine and my sister's laundry. I will clean the tub, like I will bleach it. I'll clean the toilet, Swiffer the entire apartment, clean my room, wipe down all the mirrors. Like I go in on Sundays with cleaning and laundry, and I love doing that specifically on that day. But it gets so insane for me because I'll start in my room and then I'll go and bring something from my room into the living room, and then in the living room I find something else to do, and then I bring that thing into the bathroom, and then from the bathroom I'm like, okay, I gotta go back to my room, and it's like this cycle of back and forth, and I don't get the actual thing I want to do done. So I realized like me wanting to do a million things at once is just not realistic. So I like to set a timer on my phone to make sure that I actually get what I have to do done within a certain amount of time. So for example, Sundays, I usually set a 1-hour timer, and I'm like, okay, in this 1 hour, I need to get the bathroom clean, the living room and my room and the bathroom Swiffered. I need to make sure that the bathroom is like the tub is bleached and that all of the towels and like pillowcases or whatever is all in the wash and being dried at the same time. So that helps me. And another distraction of mine is that when I don't have a set plan or like a set thing of what I need to do for that day, I just find myself all over the place. Like I said, I need to make sure that I have a routine because it is just absolutely insane if I don't. Moving on to how to actually build a routine, figure out what you need in your everyday life. So we just talked all about how to find a routine that works for us and writing down your non-negotiables, your school schedule, your daily priorities, things that you want to focus on, distractions. Like we just talked all about that, and I hope that you already have all of these things written down as well for yourself. So now it's time to lay out a routine. Write down all of these things that you want to focus on, and the things that you are going to do if you have extra time, or things that you already know are your distractions, and how can you implement this into your daily life? Also, what healthy habits do you want to focus on? For me, I really need to sleep earlier. I want to work out more, and I want to read daily. Those are things that are very, very important to me because it's going to help me become a better person. If I sleep earlier, I'm going to be a lot less tired and I'm going to have more energy for the day. I can actually focus in school on what I have to do, certain things, whether it's my manager saying, okay, we have a deadline for this day, or I have a meeting for this time. It's like, I know I'm going to have the energy. And if I am working out as well during the week, I feel a lot better when I'm eating, and I feel better when I go to sleep because I'm already tired from my workout, and my body, I know that my body has had its time. She got her 45 minutes of her workout and I'm done. And when I read daily, I just like having that distraction from not being on my phone and just being able to chill and relax and be in this other world. That's what I always tell my boyfriend, is that I love reading because you literally get to escape and be in this whole other world of fantasy and just things that don't exist, and you truly feel like you are immersed in that book. So that is why those are 3 things that are very important to me and healthy habits that I want to focus on. So figure out how can you implement this into your everyday life. Look over everything you wrote down and make it into a plan. When you're making this plan, you can do it a different amount of ways. You can either use a physical planner, a Google Calendar, a Notion template, literally whatever works for you. I just feel like the more fun you make it, even romanticizing it a little bit can make it fun. That is why I like using a specific Notion template, because I have a bunch of pictures in there inputted from my Pinterest mood board and just quotes and pictures that I like to look at from time to time that keep me going and keep me motivated. So when I have this planner, when I have this plan of everything that I want to do and just everything written down on Notion, I genuinely feel so much better. And then I also have a physical planner, one for school and then one for all of my everyday priorities, whether it is for my internship goals or social media, or I have to remember to send this email. I have all of that in my personal planner. So everything has its own place. I never feel out of whack or unorganized because I know like everything is where it's supposed to be. And also, if you're unsure of how you can make these things happen every single day, look over your routine of what you do every single day. Like, for example, I know that I have school Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, but I have off on Mondays and Fridays. So those 2 days of the week where I don't have anything to do except like be home, I like to take advantage of those days as much as I can. Like today, for example, the day that I'm filming this, it is Monday, February 27th, and I was like, you know what? I don't have to go into New York today. I don't have to do internship work until a little bit later. I'm just going to book a 6:45 workout class. And again, that does require you to be a little bit more disciplined. Like I had to go to sleep last night at 10 p.m. in order for me to wake up at 5:40 in the morning, but I was able to do it. To recap some of this episode, I know that we're getting towards the end of this. I just want to kind of summarize everything that we talked about because I feel like it was a lot of information and I don't want these episodes to be too long, but I also want them to be pretty informative. So to summarize everything that we spoke about, find the importance of a routine that you want to build. Like, why do you want to have this routine? Do you want to wake up earlier? Do you want to have more energy throughout the day? Do you want to eat better? Do you want to work out more? Like, find the importance of why you want this routine. Do you want to be more productive? Like, once you have that why, it is going to be so much easier to start implementing everything. And we also touched upon this very briefly today, which was don't compare yourself to people on social media that have a super aesthetic or super specific routine and making yourself believe that you have to stick by this every day. Like, guys, I do not have the day that I had today where I woke up at 5 and, you know, it's now about to be 2 o'clock and I'm filming this episode. Like, I don't have days like this every single day. This is the first time in a very long time that I'm having an early productive day, and it is because I literally had to hold myself accountable or else nobody else would, and I wouldn't get any of what I had to do done. What's also very important is you need to listen to your body, and if you are physically tired and you need to sleep in, make sure that you are sleeping in. Like, if you feel like you cannot physically get up and you are really tired, then do not do it. Do not force yourself to go and work out because you're just going to feel even worse. Last week, I did a 8 a.m. workout on a Saturday, and the entire week before that, I was not able to sleep. I was staying up very late and I was just not feeling my best. I didn't get any workouts in, and I forced myself on a Saturday morning to wake up at like 6:45 to make it to my 8 a.m. And I got there and I felt so good afterward, but my body was so tired that as soon as I got home, I went to sleep until literally 1 in the afternoon. And it's like, yeah, I woke up early and I got my workout in for the day or for the week, but then I came home and I went to sleep for an extra few hours and I felt so bad after I woke up. But then when I was talking to my sister, I was like, we really needed to do that. Like, we both went to sleep. I slept on the couch and she went back to sleep in her bed. And I was just like, I feel so good now. I feel so energized and I'm ready to take on the day because I had not slept at all that week. And my body literally was like, girl, you need to sleep. Romanticizing your everyday routine, I feel like, is also really fun. I love putting on a productive YouTube video or like a get ready with me vlog in the background while I'm getting ready, because I just feel like, okay, if this girl can do it, I can definitely do it. And again, we all start small. Eventually, I do want to wake up earlier, and even if I don't have a 6:45 workout class, I want to just be able to wake up at that time and get a bunch of stuff done in my own home. And it can be really hard in your own house to stay productive and hold yourself accountable, because you probably just want to get back in bed. But when you get up, you shower, you have a list of what you need to do for the day, you have your outfit out, and you are just ready to literally take on everything you need to do. Maybe you put a little bit of makeup on, or you do your hair. Like, just finding little ways to make it fun is always just going to make it better for you. Lastly is reward yourself every single week after you accomplish certain things, or even after specific tasks. Reward yourself. My favorite thing, which I actually did today, is I made myself coffee after doing a certain amount of things at home, because I knew, okay, once I get all this stuff done, I can go and make myself coffee. So even though I had my 6:45 class, I came home, I showered, I put some loads of laundry in, I ate breakfast at around 10, and by the time I actually sat down and I got like a bunch of stuff done, it was almost 12. And I kept telling myself, I'm just gonna do 2 more things, and at 12 on the dot, I'm gonna go back into the kitchen and I'm gonna make myself a nice cup of coffee in my pink Stanley cup, and I'm just gonna sit down and record a podcast episode. And that is exactly what I'm doing and what I did. But again, I rewarded myself because I had already gotten so much done this morning. So again, it is really just all about romanticizing it, making it fun, and of course rewarding yourself, because you are amazing. You are an awesome human being. And for all the work that you are putting in every day, not just to become a better person for yourself, but to also go out and be productive and like get things done, just in that entire mindset, getting all these things done, you deserve a reward, and you deserve more than that. Thank you guys so much for listening to Pretty and Prepared, and make sure to tune in every Monday for new episodes at 8 a.m. and my DMs are open for any podcast episode ideas you guys have, or if you guys just want to talk, and I will see you guys next week. Bye.